This year, as it is every year, Jews observe the Passover, and those of us who are Christians celebrate Easter Sunday. Now, I fully understand that not all my viewers believe as I do. But even if spiritual things aren't your thing, you surely can recognize and respect that for many of us, this is a special time. My Jewish friends observing the Passover remember that when things looked darkest and most dismal, for the Jews, God provided a way for His people to not only survive, but to miraculously thrive. He brought deliverance when they appeared to face certain death. Now, for those of us who are Christian, Easter reminds us that defeat, discouragement, even death are not the final chapters of the story. Easter is the reminder that as Christ rose from the grave and overcame death itself, so we too can face all the obstacles in our path and live beyond the grisly grave of our pain, sorrow, and failure. A God whose power is limited to feeling sorry for us as we spiral to our death would be a God I could do without. But we worship one who promises to do far more than accompany us to our demise, but rather to usher us to everlasting life. Easter reminds me that there is no limit to God's ability to overcome my limits. He doesn't just hold my hand as I die. He takes me by the hand and He gives me life, and through Him I overcome. Our nation right now, well, it's going through some tough times, and granted, there are many voices of gloom and doom, death and despair. Hey, don't count me among them. I'm not naive to the hurdles, but I'm more mindful of God's power to overcome. And I figure if He can bring a dead man from the tomb and deliver a nation from destruction which didn't even have a military weapon at its disposal, then surely He can bring our nation back to life. To slightly misquote a famous and recent president, yes, He can. And that's where my hope is. Not in yes, we can, but yes, He can. For me, that's what Easter really means. Well, that's my view, and I welcome yours. You can contact me at MikeHuckabee.com and click on the Fox News feedback section.